What's going on, everybody? So, you guys have asked, and you guys are now about to receive. This is my official regional topping hero deck profile. So, for you guys that have not watched my vlog, this is the deck that allowed me to finally get my regional invite. I finished the event 6 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw, netting me enough points to get the invite. Came in at 37th place with 48 invites given out. Now I know, to a lot of people who play this game on a competitive level, if it ain't top 8 at a regional, it don't mean anything. But it means something to me, and that's simply due to the fact that this deck grinded and played its ass off. And it's my belief that this deck has the potential to win a YCS and or top a YCS. So I'm going to go over all the changes I made for the deck. And yeah, man, let's get into it. Like I always tell you guys, without further ado, let's begin.
Ice on my wrist, looking kinda cool. Bad bitch with me, she ain't tryna move. Niggas staring at me, what you tryna do? Got me looking at my watch, and it's time to do.
Alright, so I'm gonna start with my monster lineup, and then I'm gonna go into my side deck at the end. Then I'm gonna go into my extra deck. So we're gonna run evil hero monster, and that is at Duster Gold. I'm separating them by the hero archetype out of the way. So you only really need one. Like I told people in my previous deck profile, you only need one at Duster Gold. I don't know why this card is 75 bucks. It should be a solid 30. I can see it being 30 because if you want to run a pure evil hero deck, then yeah, you might need 2 or 3. But for the most part, in this build, the good build, you only need one just to combo off. So you run 1 gold, new tech in the deck. Well, shout outs to everybody who recommended this for me, because I said, yeah, I tried it out before in the past. I did not like it. But Plasma, bro, put in so much work at regionals. It literally won me games. Against my round 1 against Thunder Dragons, if I didn't have Plasma, I would have got smacked up. The fact that he just comes to the board, negate everything, suck up a Thunder Dragon monster, beat over their board. He's constantly negating everything. They can't use their stall effects to stall you out. They lost. Like they can't do shit. So I really like Plasma as a one of. Against a lot of decks like Sky Strikers, I sided out, but for most part, it's a really solid card, and I'm glad I had this in. And then a lot of times too, when people want me go first, I'll keep them in because I know I can easily make a board of Dark Law Plasma and pass, which is really good for his deck. So 1 Plasma for the Destiny Hero engine, 2 Malicious staple, 1 Celestial, and 1 Dynatag. I believe this is correct. I know some people who like to run the draw hand. Draw hand is good if I gotta say, want to run a budget build, but any competitive build doesn't need draw hand because things like a Dusty Gold give you the extra field advantage you need to go off. Now for the Vision Heroes, 2 Vion, 2 Increase, 3 Fars. I think this is pretty standard for the hero lineup. If you don't have at least this combo, the deck ain't doing squat. Point blank period, you need these to go off. 7 card engine. It literally, and I feel stupid too, when the Vision Hero support first got released, I literally said it was trash, and I was like, Konami, what are you guys doing? And some of you guys called me out on it, and honestly, I'll admit, I thought the support was trash because I did not see the easy combos you could pull off. And now playing with the stuff, watching the combo videos, I'm like, it's amazing. Like, it literally makes the deck. So shout outs to everybody who told me how crazy I was for thinking this was trash in the beginning. So yeah, man. Vision Heroes. Now for the Element Heroes. 1 Honest Neos, 2 Shadow Mist, 1 Solid Soldier, 2 Stratos. Now, Stratos, this is common sense, staple. If it's at 3, you run 3. You run maximum Stratos no matter what hero deck you run. 1 Solid Soldier. You only need 1 for the first turn Dark Law combo, which I got a combo video right here for you guys to check out. And you only really need 1 in general because you really don't never want to waste your normal summon with him. If you're using him for your normal summon, you're having a hard time. You only use him to combo off, like for a combo, for example, when you have a play where you don't necessarily open Mass Change or a way to special summon your Shadow Mist, but you can dump Shadow Mist via Vion and you can normal summon your Solid Soldier. Like if you go normal summon him, special summon Vion, you could literally potentially combo off into your first turn Dark Law. I mean, there's a lot of plays you can do. And ultimately, this is just good. Like, Solid Soldier Stratos is a good combo. So yeah, man. 1 Solid Soldier, all you need. No more, no less. 2 Shadow Mist, because you don't want to clogging. and one Honest Neos because it's Honest Neos. And then for the rest of the monsters, I have 2 Nibiru. I decided to keep these in and cut it down to 2 per you guys' suggestions. And I can honestly say I didn't miss the 3rd one, honestly. In the event, I played against a lot of rogue decks, and opening this once was good enough because a lot of the times I didn't get to use it, but the times I used it, it helped. Like one game I played against Pendulums, he pinned for normal summon monster. He didn't have any way to add additional, what's the word I'm looking for? Additional tokens on top of his Jackal to negate Nibiru. I just like Nibiru, not one. So yeah, Nibiru is good, man. And then to round off the monsters, 3 Ash Blossom. Really solid list for the monster lineup. I don't think it gets any better than this. I mean, if you have, let's say for example, what's that one card? I can't think. Phantasmaze. You can play Phantasmaze over the Nibiru probably, but other than that, I mean, you can side deck Nibiru, but other than that, if you don't have Phantasmaze, play Nibiru. I mean, they're all good hand traps at the end of the day. Now for the spells. 3 Fusion Destiny, you guys already know, 1 card OTK. If you have not seen that video, check that out right here. Definitely give you an in-depth breakdown on how to do that. 3 Mass Change. Staple. If you're running less than 3, you're doing it wrong. If you're running Mass Change 2, you're doing it wrong. You only need regular Mass Change, no exceptions. 3 Super Poly, because it's heroes, why not? We have targets that are not Predaplant, so yeah, Super Poly. 1 Dark Column, because it's all you need for the Evil Hero Engine. 1 Poly for your combos. 3 Cost for consistency. 1 Rhoda. 1 Hero Lives. Hero Lives need to come back to 3. Yeah, card's too good. Now for the extra deck. Now, a lot of my changes I made was via the extra deck. Like the Plasma was the main deck change. I took out Nibiru for a Plasma. And then for the extra deck, still running the 1 Malicious Bane. All you need is 1 Adoration. I added him back to the extra deck for combo purposes. You need Adoration for your first turn Shadow Dark Law and Plasma combo, which is pretty solid. 1 Violet Chimera per you guys' recommendations. I was going to regionals. I didn't want to run into Solomon Grace. That was the only fire deck I was scared of. I mean, there was other random interactions I could have used Super Poly on a Nightmare Phoenix, but for the most part, I never used it, never came up. But if I was ready for Solomon Grace, if I played against it, the deck has a good Solomon Grace matchup anyway, but there's nothing wrong with Overkill. And that's something I had to put my pride aside and say, there's nothing wrong with Overkill. The deck really don't need to worry about anything else. If you're scared of other fire decks, you're not playing the deck right. 1 Adoration, I'm sorry, not Adoration. 1 Absolute Zero for that 1 random Marion Says deck you might play against. Didn't come up, but it came up in my last regionals I went to, and it literally won me games. 1 Dystopia, you guys already know what he does. 1 Trinity, you only need 1. Still 2 Dark Law, no Anki. Now let me explain Anki. You don't really need to run Anki in this build because the extra deck space is tight. You need to make room for your Super Poly targets, and you also need to have your hero support us better, like your extra hero cross guy, your Dread Decimators, your Malicious Bane, things of that nature. So the only mass hero you really need to run is Dark Law. Nothing more, nothing less. I have not missed Anki at all, because I barely use them when I had him in here anyway. Starving Venom, you need Dangerous for the Fusion Destiny combo. So yeah, he makes your Dangerous in here so good. Because he allows you to dump your Shadow Mist by using the Dark Monster effect is good. And he's also a pseudo Super Poly target too. If you open up like Super Poly, your opponent has a Dark Monster on the board, and you have a Destiny Hero in your hand. So Dangerous is really solid for that. I took out some more of my Omni Hero support for Predaplant, Dragosteplia. So this was mainly used for if I go against Thunder Dragons. The deck has a hard time outing Thunder Dragons, specifically if they go aboard of the Colossus. Like, you really don't want to lose the Colossus. Now, I know some people may argue you can reuse the Predaplant that requires 3. I don't personally like that one. I said that it's bad. And some people may be able to argue where you can replace your Starving Venom with it. I like to make my plays as simple as possible. I mean, if you can run that and it'll work for you. I think this works better for me because it's more flexible. And honestly, mid to late game, if you need a Super Poly, you can Super Poly your own monsters on the board and go for OTK. Never came up, but it could work. And then also this is for not only for Thunder Dragons, this is for Pendulums as well, because they usually end on that Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon. So Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon counts as a fusion monster, and usually they have another dark monster on the board if you can Super Poly their board off. So yeah, and then for the rest of my extra deck, I ran 2 Cross Crusader Steel, 1 Dread Decimator, and I added a Psyframe Lord Lambda. This was per the guy who topped Mexico. He topped the 2 YCS Guadalajara. Lambda, I didn't understand why he ran it, and after looking online, because I found myself after using Super Poly, I needed to make room for hero plays, like combo plays and stuff, and I don't have any generic 2-pointer downs. So when I saw that the guy was running Lambda and knows side frames, I'm like, oh, that's why he runs Lambda. It's literally just there, so after you Super Poly off, you can just normal summon one of your heroes, link into him, and then start comboing off with your Forest and doing your OTK plays. And also, if your opponent tries to use Ibly on you, he helps you get rid of Ibly and combo off. So that's why you run Lambda. Solid card. Can't believe I wasn't running it before. But hey, you live and you learn, right? Then my extra deck I ran at the regionals. My side deck I ran at the regionals. I don't personally think it was that good, but we're gonna try it out. Also, check out my Spiral playmat. Old school playmat for you guys. I don't know. This is Spiral Super Agent, and this is I forgot her name. She was a trash card though. The whole theory of this match, she's twerking for Super Agent. Then Quick Fix on the back doing the DJ stuff. Anyway, that's neither here. I just want to point it out to you for you guys that don't know what this playmat is. Best playmat ever. 2 rare reboots, never sided in, never came up, never played against any trap heavy decks at the event. The 3rd Nibiru for those combo heavy decks. 2 evenly matched. It came up 1 game against Pendulums, like he attacked me and I evenly matched him. I came back and won, but other than that, I don't think I sided moving forward. I didn't really need it. Triple Twin Twister came in clutching us everything that ran back row, mainly Sky Strikers. Like legit, I only sided these in against Sky Strikers. For the format, Lancia. Can't really argue that. I actually sided in 2 DD Crows. Actually, per my homie BCTRFS, aka yugioh Paisano, I was watching one of his market watches and he was talking about how he feel like DD Crow's gonna go up in value because how flexible and how good it is. And I just started playing it. It helped me out at locals, helped me go on to 50 at locals, and actually, I think I sided in a couple of times at regionals and it didn't work. So that's pretty cool. Could I replace it? Yeah, but for right now, this is a good budget option. Then 2 Gamma Seals for anything I couldn't handle, like Thunder Dragons, Guru Control, and Sky Strikers. It literally won me a game against Sky Strikers. So this is my regionals deck list that got me my 37th place. Like I said, it's not the best placing in the world, but I'm happy it got me my invite. It was definitely hard as hell to top of regionals with this deck because yeah, the meta is real and Orcus is a hard deck to play against, but with a little innovativeness and some ingenuity, you guys can get there. So tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. Like the video if you're new here and subscribe for more. This is Rogue Hero and I'm signing out. Peace and stay innovative. Deuces.